Escape the dungeon!
Hello, everybody. This is Escape the Dungeon, the podcast where we ask you to join us as we explore the world beyond the world's oldest role-playing game. My name is Mike Cripps. I will be your narrator, and I am joined by four fantastic players. Zach Brass.
Hello.
Dom Brass.
Hey, I will be playing Fabrice, the fucked up turtle thing.
Nate Brass.
What's up, Internet? That's me. I play Elias.
He's not the fucked up turtle thing.
He's the beautiful, beautiful man.
And Tyler Niddle.
Well. What have we here? I play Simo, the walrus guy.
Each season, we will be playing a different tabletop role-playing game. This season, we are playing the rustic fantasy RPG Legend in the Mist, published by Son of Oak Game Studio. I suppose there's a minor elephant in the room that Tyler's bit makes me want to address. We're on video now. We're doing a video recording.
Did we talk about this?
We have not talked about it because it was so, are we capable of doing this or not, that I didn't.
Are we actually going to edit these?
But I just put out the trailer, which has our faces in it. It's a video thing. You can go watch it on YouTube if you want. But I really don't want to linger on this too long because I don't want our audio listeners to think that we're leaving them behind, because frankly, I am an audio only guy. I don't watch video podcasts. Video is not our main priority. So Tyler, stop doing video centric bits. This is your only warning.
For our audio only listeners, I swiveled around in my swivel chair like an evil villain.
Yeah, you just have to explain your
Yeah, you're allowed to do them occasionally, but you have to explain them afterwards.
You have to
Okay, all right. Yeah, sure.
I did a
don't
bit
like
where
this,
I put a
this
bucket
allowing
on my head.
it every once in a while. Fuck
That's
that.
on me.
No, I'm fine with it once in a while.
No, I think it's fun. I
No.
don't care.
I refuse.
But what
It's
you
like a
can
little
do,
bonus
audio
that you
only
get if
listeners,
you do
is
watch.
comment about how poorly
Yeah.
dressed Nate is instead of how well dressed we can see that he is.
Yes.
Nobody
Do it.
knows.
Okay, moratorium on any visual bits or references.
Thank you.
If you want to watch video, if you want to see our fans, our faces, if you want to see the best hair in actual play podcasting, you can. Otherwise, my priority is still on making this the best audio show we can. Yeah, great. Let's move on.
We're all with for sure.
I actually did want to talk to you guys about something in particular that is decidedly non-visual in a sense. It's imagination. I want to talk to you guys about imagination.
I like it.
There's this chart that I have seen a few times, and I saw it again recently, and I was like, oh yeah, that's an interesting thing. Where it's like a 3x3 grid, each with an apple in it, but with varying degrees of detail. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about.
The
Yes, I know
visualization.
exactly what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
the idea
I
being,
love this conversation.
The idea
Go
being
on.
if I ask you to imagine an apple, how clearly do you actually see the apple in your head?
I've had this conversation with 3 different people in the past 2 months.
But it's that
I find
grid,
this
that
fascinating.
chart, it goes around on social media, you know?
I don't think I've seen this chart. What is this chart?
Really?
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
Just Google Apple chart. You'll find it in a second.
Yeah, I was just gonna.
it may be
Apple chart.
aphantasia apple chart is
Aphantasia, I think that is the word. Yeah, I couldn't
That's the
remember.
word.
Yeah,
I know
I think
because
so,
I've had
too.
this conversation a bunch, and I was slightly zoning out at the start, so I didn't hear you say you didn't remember the word.
Zach, how clearly do you see the apple?
I can see the apple pretty clearly. I can do all kinds of stuff with the apple pretty easily. But here's the unique thing. Most
you can
of the
juggle
time,
it, you can
yeah, whatever I need to do. But most of the time, my my inner brain stuff is actually in like cartoons. It's animated. So and I it's funny because I was having this conversation. I didn't realize that that's super unusual. Everyone else is thinking of stuff in real life. Most I can think of stuff like in real life, but most of the time I default to cartoons.
What like version of cartoon?
It does vary depending on the situation. It's American style cartoons. Sometimes mixtures of different styles. Like I don't know if you've ever seen like Amazing Gumball, whatever the show's called.
I know
Oh
what
my
you're
God.
talking
cartoon.
about. I've never watched it.
That's what you
All right.
imagine?
Well, it's
That's
a very
crazy.
no. But sometimes it could be like how
That's
they've got
such a
like different
trip.
animated styles in that show sometimes.
Gotcha.
Sometimes it can be like that. Because sometimes what I do to save energy, if I'm like reading, for example, I will pick I know I don't choose this, by the way. This is simply what my brain does. Like I will just arbitrarily assign characters from a book like as other animated characters that I've seen before.
I
Like
do that too sometimes.
So it's like Homer
Oh, yeah, for
Simpson
sure, I
is
get that.
playing Gandalf
Yes.
or whatever.
yeah, for example. I just
And
arbitrarily
Xanatos is
assign
playing
roles like that.
Aragorn.
Exactly. And that's what this guy looks like now in my brain. And
That's so bizarre.
Yeah, when I read the Game of Thrones books, they were animated in like a Castlevania style.
that's cool. So Game of Thrones was actually unique. I did do that in live action because I started
'Cause
watching the
it's
show
show.
first.
Yeah.
So you
And
have the
so I just
actors.
imagined all those characters doing that and that.
Oh, look
And it
at
was
this
actually
poser.
really sometimes I would be watching the show with like Tyler or something, and he had read the books, and I would be like, hold on. Did this happen in the show yet? Because I can picture it happening, but I don't remember if they did it. Like
I think you read the books before I did.
yeah, I did. But
Yeah.
the show was still coming out, I think, by the time you
Yes.
had finished the books. Right.
Yes, it was around the abysmal season 5 that I had caught up with the reading. Thank you, public libraries. I didn't have to pay a dime.
I feel like if I just sit here and like try to conjure an apple, I can't. Like I just don't see anything. But if I am describing an apple or if I am reading about an apple, then like I start to see it pretty clearly. Like I can't just like sit and stare and see something.
Yeah.
I mean, the imagination's weird because I feel like I both see the apple in great detail, but also like it's my imagination. I see nothing.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
know, you
It
close
is
your eyes
weird.
and it's like
Yeah.
you do
I
see
get
it in
that.
black,
See it.
but at
Your
the same
inner
time, you're like, yeah, but I know
brain
what
sees it.
I'm seeing the apple, right?
Mhm.
And
Yeah,
you
well-
think about the apple.
Well, wait,
and it's
I'm
there.
so confused.
like,
I
it
feel like you
also-
can vividly make a picture in your head of the apple, right?
Dom, do you have an
yeah,
apple
but
in your
it's
hand?
weird.
I do have an apple in my hand. You guys were talking about apples.
apple during a podcast. That's one of the worst foods to eat. What the fuck, dude?
Yeah,
Give us
but
a
it just
good
seemed-
bite into the
it seemed
microphone.
appropriate.
Damn you.
That's how good
And I
he
almost
is
did
at
a bit with it.
That's how
but I
good he
was
is at
Like, you know what? I shouldn't do it. I shouldn't do it. He'll get mad.
Not
But
only
now I
can
want
Dom
an apple.
visualize,
I'm already
he can
mad.
realize.
That's just rude,
And
bro.
Exactly.
that-
I was gonna make
to
that
be
joke.
materialize.
That was not a like video exclusive bit. Tyler called it out as soon as we saw that Dom had an apple. Audio
see, I'm
listeners,
obeying
you're
the
not
rules,
missing
so
out
don't
on
yell at me.
anything. I promise you. Though if you imagined it was a red apple, you're wrong.
That's because green apples are the best, and I'm not having anything against. I know people are really into their red apples.
We'll
Eh.
save favorite apple conversation for a different time. For now, we
doing
need to focus on how our
visualization
brains
questions about
imagines.
apples.
I don't know.
yeah,
I'm
I don't
ready
know.
to
I'm
talk
fully
about
confused.
apples.
Like, I think it makes sense. You can visual.
Yeah, no,
'Cause-
it's crazy. People, if you can't visualize, that's wild for me to conceptualize.
But maybe that's like a superpower that they have.
it's
and they
also
can do
like,
other stuff.
there's a bunch of people apparently that don't have an inner monologue.
Yeah, those people are
That
weird.
one,
Crazy to me. I mean, I just can't imagine that. I can't imagine what it is like not to have your annoying voice constantly reminding you about everything constantly.
Maybe that's really peaceful
Can't-
though. Like
Well,
to,
maybe
to
I bet
never
the
never,
monologue
like,
thing is peaceful.
to never like have that like
Mike,
running an argument with somebody in your head that you're never going to have.
Mike,
Yeah.
I listen to music and repeat audiobooks constantly to have in the background sometimes when I just like I need to turn off the I'm like
Turn off
I
your
am sick
brain.
of listening to myself. Let me just turn my brain into something else while I'm doing things so that I'm not stuck, like in cycles.
See,
So,
that's
like-
where you and I are built different, Zach, because I never tire of listening to myself talk.
Oh yeah, I can deal with silence. It's fine. Listeners and viewers, you should listen to your thoughts though. Just like if you can't,
Yeah, it's
if you
good.
can't
But
go
don't
throughout life
listen to
and
your
not listen to your thoughts,
if that would get in the way of listening to our Legend in the Mist podcast.
damn,
My man, thank you.
that was tight.
That was smooth.
Smooth.
The Fellowship of the Traveling Turtle Tavern ventured to Griffin Island with a modest wish in their heart to cook good food for the villagers there. What they found was more than they could have ever imagined. Amidst storm and slime and undead night, Elias, Ken, Simo, and Fabrice were called upon to act as the island's defenders. They did all they could, protecting and guiding the citizens, but the might of the Weeping Night proved great, and an even mightier foe revealed itself. The so-called Kraken, a giant of the deep with an ancient vow to destroy any island whose guardian forgets some ancient deed. Retreat became the only option. With the help of the Fellowship, the Griffin was able to perform a ritual to create safe passage through the seas to the nearest island. As the Fellowship gathered supplies and led the escape, the Griffin gave a final directive. Warn the dragon about what happened. Sailing away, all were helpless but to watch the Griffin's sacrifice at the hands of the Kraken, and the destruction of the island so many called home. So, that happened. You guys have just seen an island destroyed by a giant stone coral man that the Weeping Night has called the Kraken. Griffin Island is gone. The Griffin Islanders are with you on a small fleet of fishing boats and rafts, and you are moving through the sea in like a narrow passage of calm water that the Griffin's magic has provided. Like the storm is sort of raging on either side of you, and like you see the waters to your left and to your right are quite violent and tumultuous, but where you are under the light of this like magical rainbow, you are safe. That doesn't necessarily mean that everyone's feeling great. After everything that's happened, just where are you guys at? Just mentally, emotionally. Let's just do a quick check-in of our fellowship here.
All of the crazy neurotransmitters are firing, and I'm just like, what the fuck was that? Basically, is the essential mood of Ken. Like, I'm blown away. I just saw God.
I believe that was a god, Ken. I believe that was a god. It's so small compared to its great power.
There's no such thing.
You
It was
can't
there.
not believe in something you literally just saw, Simo. No, we're not doing this. I don't believe in the gods bullshit again, Simo.
There's a rational
You watched that
explanation for
happen!
everything.
Yeah,
You
like
saw
giant walking dudes sticking an island.
It was swamp gas, obviously. It was a
No, Simo.
It was a
Simo.
superior illusion caused by the reflection of the sunlight on the water near the horizon. You guys were seeing things.
Fucking conservatives these days. Jesus Christ.
Look, the Earth is round, and you're just gonna have to deal with it. I don't care what science
believe that.
says.
We know it's a flat surface.
That's a load of crap.
Vovandra, the little old lady with the bandage around her eyes, walks by and she's like, "Oh, I didn't realize he was a round earther. I thought this day couldn't get any worse, but now I'm on a boat with a round earther."
I'm telling you, we're on a round planet with an atmosphere, all those lights in the sky, not gaps in the netting for the giant net over the planet. They're actual other suns,
Everyone
but really
just
far
starts
away.
booing Simo and throwing tomatoes at him.
Oh, whatever. Fuck
Don't
you.
waste the tomatoes. We've only got a few.
No, I'm going to call bullshit on that because I'm actually liked by the common folk and I'm giving an impassioned speech.
Yeah,
So
if anything,
I got,
he's turning some of them.
You're giving
I
an
got +2
impassioned
power on this.
sacrilegious
People are starting to be like,
speech.
wow, he actually makes some sense. What else are they hiding from us?
Elias is just reaching into the bag of things and just handing people rotten tomatoes.
Good
start
thing I
eating them.
always have these
Yeah.
rotten vegetables on me.
Must always be prepared.
Why do you have those? Ah!
You know, we could have pickled those before they
for some
rotted.
reason. He said, "No, I don't want tomatoes in this dish." And I
I'm
was
sure
like,
there's
"But I
a
just bought a
fermented
bunch."
tomatoes dish.
And he was like, "No, I have a fancy other dish."
So I want to be clear about something, just so we're all on the same page here. The last thing the Griffin said to you guys was he tasked you with warning the dragon about what was happening. He's like, you must tell the dragon.
Of course.
You would all know what this means is that you need to go to Dragon Island. Where else?
Not
Dragon
Ferret Island?
Island being the largest and most central island in the Scylla archipelago. It is, this metropolitan city that takes over an entire island. There's like nobility and the greatest
treasure.
the greatest restaurateurs in the entire world have
Well, they're not
their
there.
operations
We're not
Yeah.
there. So
We're not there yet.
in Dragon Island. It would, not to speak for your character's goals, but like whatever you are trying to do or want out of your life, to like do that at Dragon Island would be like the pinnacle of achievement. That said, Dragon Island is very, very far away from Griffin Island. You're going to have to do a substantial amount of travel to get there if this is what you want to do. If you want to follow the task that the Griffin in his sacrifice gave to you. You're
Look, I
not going to
just
get
saw a
there
god.
today. You're not going to get there this episode. You're not going to get there next episode. But maybe you'll get there
Spoilers.
eventually. But before that, you have to get where you're going. And to represent getting where you're going, I'm going to move us into another phase of the game. This is what the game refers to as camping. Obviously, you're not like quite camping. You're on like a modest-sized fishing boat, but we're going to use the camping rules to represent sort of the equivalent of downtime for Legend in the Mist. There are a few steps of camping, and I'm going to walk us through those. The first being that I am going to expire any tags as needed. This is anything that would literally expire due to time passing. So if you had like a fresh fruit tag, like that fruit isn't fresh anymore. I'm expiring it. You no longer get the benefit of having that. This is going to represent not just the passage of time, but, you know, if the distance of this traveling is affecting anything, I'm keeping that in mind. But this is only for things that just through the natural progression of time and space would cause these to go away. Not from
Perishables.
anything active that your characters are doing. So I think the only things that I'm going to take away, Elias, you are no longer feeling strained from casting the spells at the mountaintop. That is gone. The inhuman strength that Fabrice bestowed on Ken, that is gone. The sorrow that Ken is feeling as you get farther away from the island and the weeping night, that begins to fade away. You're feeling more maybe not
didn't even feel that
emotionally
from the
grounded.
adrenaline.
Yeah. But that is no more. Everything else, like Ken's wounded status and Simo being oozed and the scratched out wand for Elias, all of those are going to remain for now. The next step of the camping phase of the game is to establish the campsite. The campsite here being the boat that you're on. And not just the boat that you're on. I'm going to expand this to sort of the entire fleet of Griffin Island travelers. Flotilla. Great. I'm going to create a number of tags relevant to your campsite. I'm going to say that there's a tag for small flotilla, as Tyler put it. There's a tag for smooth sailing because you do have this magical protection creating good travel conditions for you. But there's also a tag for crushed spirits because the Griffin Islanders are devastated by what happened, right? They have lost everything.
Yeah.
And that is going to hang over your travel, your camping experience here. I do want to just kind of open it up to you guys. Do you guys think there are any other major elements of just the environment and the atmosphere that might come into play for this like period of travel?
Well, I am a shipwrecked sailor.
You are, and that is absolutely relevant. That's not going to be something that I'm going to like apply to the campsite. That is like
Darn.
specific. But that is something that you can and probably will use during this sequence.
Great.
I assumed the turtle's just swimming along, and we could just kind of hop onto the turtle.
Is it a sea
yeah,
turtle
I
though, or is it a
think-
land turtle?
He's
It's a magic turtle, dude. It
amphibious.
doesn't matter.
It is. It is
definitely.
specifically
We
amphibious.
definitely agreed that the turtle can swim because
Okay.
that was like part of the thing that we could
No, yeah,
swim on
we
the
had
turtle. Like,
basically had an
fair.
argument about this.
Yeah, the giant amphibious turtle is one of your fellowship tags, so that will absolutely allow you guys to go wherever you want to go amidst the flotilla. You will not be stuck on the one fishing boat. Great. I think we've got our campsite established. I think we can all imagine it in some level of visual clarity. The next thing is, how do you spend your time? Now, I want you guys just to think briefly about like what are the actual actions your characters would want to take, who you would want to talk to, how you would want to rest or heal or whatever. There are 2 periods of time during this, and each of you will get to do one thing during each of those 2 periods. You know what? I for the first period, I don't even want to tell you what the 3 options are. I just want to hear what your characters are doing, and we'll figure out what the like mechanical thing is there. So let's start with Elias. What does Elias want to do? How is Elias spending his time while traveling the seas?
Interesting you would ask that, Mike. You see, I have the book open here right now, so I was looking at very specific things I wanted to do.
That's what I get for having a player who actually will read the book. I never have to worry about that with the other 3.
Yep, good old dependable.
happened to
Dom, Zach, and
notice,
Tyler. Let's go.
I
You're
just happened to
welcome.
notice that there's a take a camp action to craft and repair.
There is. I said I didn't want to talk about that yet, but I guess we're doing that. But that seems like a very natural thing for you to want to do. You specifically collected those. I assume what you're getting at is the fragments of the shattered sword that you collected.
Yes, so I think Elias is going to work on that, trying to understand the magic and I think inscribe it into a new sword.
Yeah, I think that
I
makes
think
a
is
lot of
kind of the
sense. I
idea here.
don't think like you have the supplies or tools to like actually repair it yet. But you can absolutely take some time to study that and try and learn from what you did and maybe how you can recreate it. As you are doing that, I am going to say Gertie, the candy witch, sort of approaches you. And she's sort of just like, she's keeping a polite distance, but is like very clearly like trying to like peer at you and what you're doing and at the fragments of blade in front of you. How does Elias react to this?
Gertrude?
Elias?
Quite a fine day we're having today. As he like accidentally taps on the sword wrong and a giant spark shoots out.
Yes, quite a fine day with this rainbow we're having.
Pretty crazy stuff, huh?
I
Were you from that
suppose
island?
it is. No, no.
Okay,
I
cool. Yep.
was
Don't
not
have to feel
from
bad for you.
Griffin
Good.
Island. A traveler like you. Much better, but sort of like you.
Quite the thing you would say. What the fuck do you want, my arch nemesis?
Well, you and your friends did commendable work on the island with the Griffin. You certainly wouldn't have been able to do everything you did without me, but your skills were notable.
Sensing a butt here.
How dare you? I come over here to acknowledge that you have some degree of magical skill, and you accuse me of having some nefarious intentions.
I just, I saved your life along with my friends here, and I expected like a cake or something, probably, because you really owe us. So I thought, if you weren't going to do that, you were going to come here and be like, ugh, you did good, but just the way we work.
Well,
Okay.
maybe there is a but. Maybe there was something I was rather curious about.
Go on.
Will you be my archrival?
What?
Goody, goody, goody. I thought you'd never ask.
Elias stands up, puts his hand out for a handshake.
Who asks to be an arch rival? You don't ask to be an arch rival. It just happens.
These
It's like
nerds.
love, but it's hate.
These
No,
nerds
yeah, but
ask.
these are like nerds. This makes sense.
What is this, Venture Bros?
Yeah, a little bit.
Just maybe, you got to make it official. Mike wasn't happy that Nate didn't write a rival into his backstory.
So he's like, I got it. I got you, bro. She accepts your handshake. She gives sort of like a dainty how you do noble woman's type handshake, but she accepts. And then she's like,
Okay.
what is it that you're working on anyway?
You expect me to reveal my deepest secrets to my arch nemesis? Well, you see, Gertie, when we were up there, I got a magic sword to be struck by magical lightning, and it got magic powers, and so now I'm trying to recreate that into this sword.
I hope she uses this information against
Oh, so he's into magic swords, eh?
And I shall
She
be into
turns
magic
around and writes in her grimoire note.
What are you doing? What are you doing
Magic
there?
swords.
No.
I just had an
Grimoire.
idea
What a
for
cool word.
a new gumdrop recipe. That's all. And she
Grimoire is like
Why does
half
it say
spells,
magic
half diary?
gumdrop hammer? No, don't steal my idea.
Also recipes. Also
Yeah.
recipes.
Well, of course. Well, yeah, but I think that's built in, right? Her recipes are magic.
and she's like, well, surely recreating some sort of magical sword would be trivial for such a powerful witch's eye. If you wanted, I could perhaps show you a thing or two.
You may observe as I continue to work.
And so Gertie is looking over your shoulder. She's like backseat driving your attempt at dealing with the broken sword here.
Did we just become best friends?
No.
No, the
We're
rivals.
arch
On
rivals.
We're arch rivals, Ken. Shut up.
I wrote a rival into my character. This is bullshit.
Now, as you were alluding to, Nate, there is an action in the camping, downtime system. For any time you want to spend your time making something, healing somebody, cooking, crafting, you're taking some sort of project on. You get to spend some of your time invoking whatever tags you feel are relevant to the situation at hand, and then getting some sort of effect out of it. What tags do you have relevant to the situation of studying the broken blade in front of you?
Well, sadly, my wand is still broken. So I would say the tags in question would be Witch Apprentice, Wind Magic, and my Bag of Things.
Sure. I think all of those apply. If you are willing to let Gertie get her hands in on things, I would throw her in as a fourth tag.
I will allow it just this once.
Very good. So that is going to give you a power of 4. Now you have a choice here, Nate. You can either roll with a +4 and accept that there might be consequences of that roll, or you can spend half of that power without consequence. So roll with +4 and potentially have 4 points of power to spend on something, or don't roll, no consequence, no failure chance, and have 2 power.
Hmm.
Don't bitch out.
Yeah, I'll roll.
Okay, give me a roll with +4.
Oh,
I rolled 2 1s to get a 6.
I'm actually genuinely grateful you did this. Like, to me, this is
Such
the
bullshit.
best result that
I'm
could
so
have
happy
happened.
you failed.
You literally couldn't have failed with anything better, too. Like, goddamn.
Yeah, I needed a 2.
So I think you and Gertie are sort of like fighting over things where she's like, no, let me show you what to do. And like shoving you out of the way. And it's just like too many cooks in the kitchen, too many hands in the magical sword fragments. And like as you are fighting over this, trying to argue about what the best way to go about this magical project might be, the 3 sword fragments begin to like spark with electricity, and just like a massive lightning bolt like shoots up from the blades into the sky, sort of like arcing around the boat. The Griffin Islanders are like ducking for cover.
what the
Um,
fuck?
I'm not gonna give you any like harm statuses. I'm not gonna like hurt you at all, Nate, here. But like the people on the boat are not pleased with either you or Gertie. They're like, well, I think in fact one of them probably like this he's probably like a lumberjack, right? Like this big broad-shouldered guy, bald head, big bushy beard, comes up to you and he's like pushing his chest into yours, looking down at you,
Oh
sort of
no!
knocks your wizard hat to the side.
Whoa!
That's mad disrespectful.
Excuse me, we're working here.
And he's like, This isn't work. You want to know what work is? Work is making repairs to these boats. Work is making sure that the kids that are escaping from, that are fleeing their homes, have food in their bellies. Work is taking care of each other. You were gathering, when everyone else was getting anything they could, the things most important to themselves, to survival, and getting them on these boats. You were looking for your freaking broken sword. That
I'm
is
sorry,
not.
did you fight the Death Knight guy?
I was
Back the
protecting.
fuck up,
Oh no,
mister.
he didn't.
Yeah, he's got a point.
Oh, and people like back up, and people are more taking this guy's side after everything. People definitely respect what you did, Elias, but the attitudes are turning against you a little bit.
100%. I think Elias gets in a big argument with this guy and ends up being kicked off of this boat and joins another one.
See,
Just like
it's-
awkwardly go from boat to boat mid voyage.
Magic sword's not so easy, you know?
Very good. That is how Elias spends some of his time traveling. How about Fabrice? What is Fabrice doing to spend his time while on the boat?
So I was going to I want to build my I'm building a boat form for my turtle.
Sorry,
wanna
you're building a
build-
boat what?
For my turtle.
A boat for your
For
turtle.
my giant turtle. Our giant turtle, but you know.
Okay. That is going to be an extensive project.
Not a boat that he can go inside. Just to be clear. He's swimming, but I want to build a boat extension.
Yeah.
Like a boat surround.
Like a
So-
little
So like a
raft for him to
giant
land on
raft
and
with a
chill.
hole in it that our turtle goes in, and then our
Little
turtle.
bit, yeah. Little bit.
Yeah, I'm digging
Yeah.
it.
Just a little
I'm
rest
gonna
pad.
take that idea and expand upon it slightly, if you're okay with that, Dom. I think like that is definitely what Fabrice starts doing, and I think some of the laborers from Griffin Island see this and maybe misunderstand the goal, but they like start joining in to help you, and like it
Oh, dear.
becomes this thing of like trying to like create connection between the different boats so that like you can transport supplies easier, you can no one's at risk of getting lost, trailing off. So sort of like tethering, a system of tethers and rafts and whatnot, including something that your turtle can be on.
Some lashings.
No, I love this. I
I was gonna-
building essentially an extension on my turtle, and they turn it into a
They
giant
accidentally turn it into
flotilla
a
thing.
whole web.
And then
yeah.
I'm like looking at my turtle. It's like, oh, what's his name? What's the big one's name?
The big one is
figure it out later.
Hermes.
Hermes, right?
The little one is Grendel.
Doesn't
Yeah, I
know the
remember
name
Brendel,
of his own
'cause
turtles.
It's just so easy to remember.
What a bad
They're
turtle
base
dad.
names for turtles. Hermes is such a good name for our riding turtle.
No, he said bad turtle dad.
Yeah, you're a
You
bad
forgot
turtle dad.
Hermes' name.
Bad
Because you
turtle
forgot
papa.
the names of your own turtles.
Oh, I'm he's older than me. Okay.
That's not.
And he's
My dad
man,
is
that's
older than me.
canonical.
I know his name.
well. Hang on a second. Fabrice literally has rocks for brains. We can't judge.
That is
Yeah.
true. That is
This
true.
is so
He is a rock
harsh for the
person.
silly rock person.
So to me that sounds like a reflect action to mark a fellowship theme, but I want to hear what your thought on that was, Mike.
That's an interesting thought, Nate, because like my first thought was that he's taking an action to create some kind of effect, but I feel like that's less focal for what Fabrice is actually doing. Um, there is another option in this downtime period that is called reflect, which you referred to. And when you reflect, you are focusing on your own skills, your own abilities, what has happened. And maybe you're getting some practice in, like what you were saying. And when you do that, you get to mark improvement on one of your themes or the fellowship theme. So Dom, what do you feel is like most what is Fabrice like really most focused on in the practice of doing this?
Well, Fabrice wants to be a master carpenter.
Yeah.
So he's pretty focused on that in
And
this regard, I would say.
yeah, this sounds like reflecting on that goal. So you can go ahead and mark improvement on that theme. Anytime you mark 3 improvements, whether that is by reflecting during camping or by invoking a weakness related to that theme, you get to basically level up that theme. Did you have anything marked from weaknesses on that already, Dom, or is this your first?
I did. This is in the Turtle Caravaner thing, and I invoked the weakness of unstable repairs before,
So this is now your second point of improvement marked on this, which means that if you want to double down on this and spend your second period of camping focusing, reflecting again, totally
yes.
valid. You can do that and mark your third.
Heck yeah, that sounds good to me.
Uh,
Get my experience. Look at me, power farming.
so once you have marked 3, you're going to reset that back down to 0. And you're going to get a few things by improving this theme. The first one you get every time for free. You can choose whether or not you want to do it, but you always get this. You can rewrite an existing power or weakness tag from this theme. So real quick, Dom, just run us through what are your power tags and weakness tag for this?
So I've got Turtle Caravaner is the main tag,
Mm-hmm.
and then it's passion for fixing things,
Mm-hmm.
Turtle Riding Crop, and unstable repairs is my weakness.
Great. So any of those you can rewrite. And by rewrite, it doesn't necessarily have to be like taking the same idea and rephrasing it slightly. If any of those things you want to take in a completely different direction, you can basically swap it out one for a new thing.
Oh, sweet. Okay. I think I might trade away this trusty riding crop.
Great. And so any idea what you want to rewrite in its place?
Yes, I think I would like to do that with another tool. I kind of want a fancy hammer. Seems more fun than a riding crop.
Cool. Do you just want to call the new
multi-tool
tag
hammer.
Fancy Hammer?
Yes, absolutely.
Very good. The riding crop is rewritten into a fancy hammer. Additionally,
Whilst
Dom,
Elias is making enemies, Fabrice has made friends of all
Making-
of these people in creating new rafts. And some
Part of the
guy
strat.
walks up and is like, "Here, take my hammer."
yeah.
This is absolutely what happened.
The same guy that was arguing with Elias. He turns out to be a lumberjack / carpenter. But we got to give him a name at this point. This is
Arnold
The man
Schwarzenegger.
knows his wood.
yeah, and you know what? We're gonna call him Spruce because of that. This is Spruce.
Yeah, that's a good name. Sprucey McGee.
Spruce comes up to you, Fabrice, and he's like, "Hey, good work there. Well, it turns out
Yeah.
one of your fellowship knows how to pull his own weight around here. And he like gets sort of
Thanks.
close to you and he says, "Listen, if anybody from Griffin Island gives you a hard time because, you know, you're a rock turtle guy, you come to me. I'll sort it out."
No, it's okay. I don't mind if people think I'm a weird rock turtle guy.
No.
But thank you.
No, and he like grabs your shoulder. That is not okay. You can't let
okay.
people treat you like that.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I want you to
Cool,
have
thanks.
this. And he takes
Why?
he takes a hammer from his satchel. This is my great grandfather's fancy hammer.
Damn.
Oh my god, it's so fancy.
I
Does
know.
it transform? We don't know. It's fancy in some kind of way, though, for sure.
This is what he built our ancestral home with. But now that ancestral home is gone, along with all the other
Oh.
homes and the
Yeah.
island itself. I'm devastated.
Okay.
But
Yikes. I know, it's really hard for you. Are you sure you don't want to keep it? It's a very fancy heirloom.
I honestly think it would be more traumatic for me to hold on to it. I think I need to like move on and like leave the past behind me. It's how I process things.
Were you
Okay.
close with your great grandfather?
He was my best friend.
From the ages between 1 and 3.
I love how this guy talks like an American voice actor doing a JRPG dub.
Oh my god. Oh, it does.
Huh?
That's funny. His idle animation is like crossed arms and like really exaggerated
yeah.
heavy breathing.
Swaying.
Yeah.
Just an angry face.
Anyway,
I'm
this is
picturing the
yours
Carpenters
now.
from Ocarina of Time.
Ding.
Okay, thank you.
And if you see your little wizard friend causing trouble, tell him I said to cut it out.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks for helping me get my turtle stuck in wood. This is not how this is supposed to go. Because now he's like part of like a. I was just trying to build a boat around him.
Just this big turtle, just like
Got like two bridges.
It's like
One
an
on
inner
either side.
tube, but it's just
Yeah.
and it's just like meh, meh. Dom, so because you mark that improvement, you got to rewrite that theme or that tag. You also get to pick from a list of additional things. You can create a new power tag. There is no hard limit on the number of tags a theme can have. So if you just want to give like another thing that you think is relevant to this theme that you have learned or discovered about yourself in doing this, you can do that. You can also remove or add a weakness tag. You can remove that weakness tag so that it can never be invoked again, but invoking it is also how you get improvements. So you might, I mean, there's benefits and negatives to
For
getting rid of it.
sure.
Or like if you want to double down on weaknesses to get additional improvements, you can add a second weakness to this tag. You can gain a special improvement. Each theme book has like a whole list of unique improvements that you can take. I am not going to go into each of those with you right now. You can take a look at those
Fair
if that's
enough.
what you want to do. You can reset your abandon track for if you are giving up on your quest, your milestone for advancing your quest, or both if you want. Or the last thing you can do is mark promise, which is just sort of like a floating bonus that will be out there related to this theme that is not immediately irrelevant, but like you're kicking the can down the road for something cool later.
Oh, that's neat. Interesting. We might do promise,
Interesting.
so I can come up with something cooler.
Very good. You're marking promise right now. I'm just gonna read this real quick. Mark promise, you do not improve in any visible way, but something is gathering within you, some potential, a new hope, perhaps destiny. You won't know until this hidden promise is fulfilled. So it is like purposefully ambiguous what this means. Which is maybe the most frustrating option to listen
This is
to.
perfect. I love this.
That's the option Nate was gonna pick.
And certainly not
Oh,
because
I'm
I
sorry,
am
dude.
unfamiliar with what this is at this point. But
Oh no, was I supposed to pick one of the other things? I was maybe gonna pick.
I
can add a
assumed you
thing, but I
would
didn't know
if
what
I'm
to add
being
yet.
honest.
I think.
Oh, I just didn't know what it was yet. I
You
was like,
thought
promise.
Dom
It's
would
like,
make
lets
a
me pick it later.
decision if you told him he could choose to not make a decision?
I
You
thank
offered
you,
it.
actually. I
Yeah,
think that was
you did
crazy.
give him a free like kick the can down the road pass, and you're like, oh, I didn't think you'd pick that one.
Okay. No, I'll I was. What kind of weakness could I give myself? No, I don't want weaknesses. What's I'll come up with something. Just give me a sec.
It is totally fair if you want to mark promise, Dom. I'll just tell you that basically for you to get anything out of this, you do need to mark 5 points of promise, is what the rules say.
I mean, that sounds amazing, though. You should just mark promise. And
I should do promise the whole time.
just
kinda promise,
suddenly
promise.
he becomes a real boy.
You know what? No, fuck it. I'm doing promise. We'll see. I'll stack them eventually.
His version of
Very
becoming
good.
a real boy is creating like a wooden frame for him to live in instead of rocks.
Yes.
He's gonna turn serial killer and
And
make himself
just
a
to like give this some sense of like what does this mean, some of the options for what you can do once you have marked 5 points of promise are arrive at journey's end, be reforged, shake the foundations of magic, speak words eternal, and unearth
What?
lost truths. So
Oh,
Damn.
This
So
is
you could become a
perfect.
real boy.
you
This is not what I meant
really
to
can.
do. I thought it would just meant I could take my upgrade later.
This is amazing.
Let's
Yes,
jump
fuck, I'm
over
doing it.
to Ken. What is Ken doing to spend his time while on the boat, while traveling?
Well, to be perfectly honest with you, I think the first thing Ken wants to do is relax and get his wound healed. Like,
Yeah.
look, I'll help you guys out, but I need some treatment.
Yeah, and so there's basically 2 ways to get rid of bad statuses during camping. The first is by just resting. Anything that would expire just by a period of rest will go away on its own by doing that. I think the level of wounded that Ken is totally valid. That will go away by itself just by resting. For more serious injuries or for negative statuses that will take more involved treatment to get rid of, someone will need to take an action, either on themselves or an ally, to do that. But yeah, Ken is just relaxing. What is Ken? How does Ken relax on this boat of refugees?
Very, very easy. So I actually go. I hop a ride on the turtle. I take the turtle out a little bit by myself, and I relax on the turtle, playing one of those. What are they called? Those 3-stringed kind of banjos. The little like what is it called? It's called a shamisen. It's like a little
Sitar?
traditional, like Japanese 3-stringed banjo. While I have a little fishing rod like set up on the turtle, and I'm fishing, playing a little bit of music, and just enjoying the ocean air.
Spruce walks by and sort of like side eyes you, lounging on the turtle while everyone else is like trying to
Motherfucker,
ensure
I'm
the
wounded
survival
from
of the
fighting
islanders.
God's
Hey,
disciple.
he
Like,
doesn't say anything to you. You didn't cause a lightning bolt to zap a bunch of people.
I'll help y'all later.
Very good. Spruce just walks on by, and yeah, Zach, you can clear that wounded status. Ken is no longer injured. Simo, what is Simo doing to spend his time while camping on the boat?
Simo's working out.
Okay, what is
He's doing some body squats. He's doing some cowbell runs using cannonballs as cowbells.
cowbell runs?
He's doing pull-ups on the rigging
I
and
just want to
push-ups
say,
on the deck.
no cannons on these boats. There are no cannonballs.
Oh, you're no fun. Fine. He's
You
carrying
can have. There is
arrows.
other heavy stuff for you to do.
He's
but
carrying anchors.
when you get attacked by
Yes.
pirates, don't go looking for cannons.
Are you threatening
when
us
we
with
get
more
attacked
pirates?
by pirates, spoilers.
It's always pirates with you, Mike.
Very good. That sounds like you are reflecting on a theme to mark improvement. What theme is Simo improving?
I'm improving my theme book of my species,
Your people?
ancestry, people. 'Cause
Yeah,
I'm
your
improving my physical
walrus
form.
folk. Yeah. Had you marked anything in that theme yet?
I have 1 experience in it.
So this brings you up to 2?
Yes.
Very good. Do you want to spend the rest of your time also doing it like Dom did to like level that up, or you're just gonna leave it there for
Yes.
now? Okay. That means you're not getting de-oozed. You're not but
That's fine. It's resistance training.
Simo now with like fully dried slime in his silky smooth
It's
fur.
crusty.
Yeah. But one of Simo's weaknesses is being dirty or like being gross,
Yes,
right?
unclean.
Yeah,
Yes,
unclean. Thank you.
Oh, no.
So, totally in character.
Yes.
That is
Take a bath, bro.
fantastic.
No,
So
don't tell me to take a bath because Simo is a marine mammal, which
Mhm.
means he's going to smell bad anyway, no matter what he does. So we just gave up.
So Tyler, you will also get to rewrite a power tag or weakness if you want related to that theme, and then you can also create a new power tag, remove or add a weakness, gain a special improvement, reset, abandon milestones, or both, or mark promise.
Where does one mark promise?
You
Are
guys
you
are
actually
you guys
marking
are
promise?
both
What have I
kicking
done?
the can.
What have I done? No, it's not just kicking the can, Tyler. It was a huge mistake.
I'm just
We're
asking.
all
I'm not
gonna
saying
mark
that's-
promise.
I'm going to add another tag.
I
But
don't know
I-
where marking promise is on the character sheet. I don't know if it's there or not.
Okay, so we're just going
You're
to
just
go
gonna
ahead.
have to keep track of that, Dom.
We could turn
Yeah,
it into a
no.
tag.
Yeah, good luck. Yeah, we're just gonna add another power tag. I'm not going to rewrite either of the 2 that I have here because they're magic tusks and large.
Very
and
good.
I'll get back to you on what that power tag is
Okay,
when it's
so
relevant.
there's some sort of expansion on Simo's capabilities as a walrus man.
Yes.
So very good. Simo and Fabrice both spending like the majority of their time in this journey on developing their skills. About halfway through your journey, because this is taking place over the course of like many days, right? Many weeks, perhaps. The days start to get shorter, less light. The temperature starts to drop as autumn begins to transition into winter. And as the change of season is occurring, and as the people are adapting to their new life, whatever that might be, post Griffin Island, Elias and Ken will both get one more period of time to spend. We'll get to that in just a second. But I do want to call you back to a brief conversation we had last episode, which was about your quests. Now, every theme has a quest. When you feel that you have taken a step in advancing that quest, you get to mark milestone. And if you feel that you have turned your back on that quest to some extent or failed to live up to it or achieve it, you mark decay. Really quick, reflecting on what happened on Griffin Island, does anyone want to call out whether you are marking milestone or decay on anything?
I think maybe spread local cuisine, right? Like we literally just went to an island and won a food competition.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that is a definite milestone for Ken. So you can mark a milestone on that theme.
I don't know if it was mentioned already in a previous episode, but craft incredible new magic items. I'm going to mark a single milestone on that.
Yeah, absolutely. You created a lightning sword. It then broke, but you created it. Very good. So you can mark milestone on that. I know, Zach, we talked last episode. You marked decay on your sword fighter
Yeah.
theme already because of the fight with the Weeping Knight going so poorly. Dom or Tyler, are you guys marking anything, milestone or decay?
I have
Remind me what both do real quick.
When you hit 3
decay
of
is-
either, your theme changes in some way.
Well, I marked a milestone for my people theme.
And what is your
what is
quest
the-
for that?
My quest for that is to migrate before the mating period.
And what is the milestone you feel you achieved related to that theme?
Improved my physique to combat the
No.
alpha. No.
Okay, I think that works. I will, because ultimately I don't get a say in what you guys mark for milestone or decay. This is entirely up to you. But the thing I will ask you to keep in mind is that there is an expectation within the game that each subsequent milestone is bigger and better than the one before it. So like
That makes sense. So I can't just do it for every food truck.
right, your third milestone should feel like a culmination in what that theme is about, what that quest is. So just keep that in mind. I think Simo, improving this theme does sort of feel like a milestone in who he is as a walrus man.
As
But,
an eligible
know,
bachelor.
that second milestone, it should be something quite substantial in achieving that quest. Dom, you doing anything? for
I've
puppery?
become a skilled carpenter, and I just made a flotilla, so I don't know if that helps. Otherwise,
I mean, I'm
I
pretty
didn't
sure it
really do
helps.
anything.
Again,
I guess it helps. I don't feel like you guys should
No,
be
I
like
think that's
leveling
fair.
up your theme book and then being like that counts as a milestone, another form of
No,
level
yeah,
up
I
of the
think that's
same theme book.
fair. I
It
hear you. I
feels
hear
like you
you, and
guys are
that's
kind of
fair.
cheating, but
Fair. You're right. You're right. I will not mark a milestone.
Yeah. So I won't mark a milestone, but
Yeah, I was fine with it.
No,
I was
I know,
gonna
which is
allow it
cool.
this time, but like I feel like
No,
getting
it's too
ahead
late.
of it.
You're already a party pooper. It's already happened.
You know, it felt
And
wrong.
when your character has like 6 level
Who
ups,
are you,
like,
Mike?
and my character is like one thing, well, I'll remember
I'm
this
sorry that
moment.
I read the book and have been playing to level up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
power
well,
gaming, that's what
apparently
they
you
call
haven't
that,
been
dude.
playing as well as they have.
Yeah, seriously, dude.
very
These are
good.
things to level up, okay?
So keep that in mind. Again, it's up to you guys to take the actions that advance your quests to mark milestones. Okay,
I think it's fair if you guys mark your milestones this time.
I am keeping your
No, it's too late.
quests in mind as I like give you opportunities. But you know, it's ultimately up to you guys.
No, yeah, I gotta remember this stuff.
Very good. Elias and Ken both have one more period of time during this camping sequence. Any idea what you guys are doing?
I was gonna probably just sort of help with the food situation, right? I was thinking, right, so you can't cook on boats. That's highly irresponsible. Fire and shit. Right?
So you're
I
salting
mean, it
meat.
depends.
It
I
seems irresponsible to me. In my brain, we're not some highly organized high-tech boat with grills.
That's true.
We are some fucking wooden boats for getting point A to point
I've
B.
read a lot of
And
stuff about like Arctic exploration and the boats on there, and they had kitchens, but yeah, they're probably more advanced than the little fishing boats that you're on.
yes, so I thought,
Oh,
all right,
yeah,
well,
yeah.
crap, we can't cook food, but you know what? That's all right. We can make some sushi.
Easy.
Very good.
I don't know how everyone is going to feel about eating raw fish, but look, I'm trying.
So again, Zach, I think sort of like with what Dom did, there's a couple different ways we can go with that. You can either, count power and make a roll, take some sort of action, to create an effect, or do you think this is more on Ken sort of reflecting on his skills as
I mean, what kind of effect do you think we would get out of this?
I mean, like, just to throw this out there, one of the things that I established about the campsite of the boat is that there are crushed spirits. Perhaps a decent meal could alleviate that, could possibly help Elias with the damage to his reputation among these people.
yeah, I'm about that.
Very good. So what tags are you invoking here?
Seafood specialist
Mm-hmm.
loves cooking. Those seem to be the ones. Powerful palate, if you want to count it.
I'm willing to take that.
All right.
So that will give you 3 power. So you can either roll with +3 or take half of that, I believe, rounded up.
Does he get it? Sorry.
No,
Is he able to get any +1s from having gathered so much food when we were leaving?
Excellent question, Nate. I'm glad you brought that up. Yeah, I think you at Ken and Simo, their focus on like scavenging, collecting resources during the escape was on food. You guys got a lot of food, and the way I did that at the end of the episode in the moment was to create a status. Not really how I should represent that, but in the moment it was just an easy way to track things. I'll give you an additional +2 to this roll because of the resources that you gathered.
Okay, well then I'm definitely rolling.
So that's going to be a cumulative +5.
Oh, it sure is. So I better not get snake eyes.
Still be better. Still be a success in some way.
No, I think that snake eyes automatically fails though, doesn't
It
it?
does, yeah.
Let's go.
All
That's a
right.
super
Well, I got a
hit.
13.
A 13, a full hit, no consequence. You have 5 power to spend. You can spend 2 of that power to eliminate the crushed spirits. To essentially make sure that everyone is so well fed that you are helping them deal with the horrible loss that they have suffered. It's obviously not really equivalent, but you're doing the best
It
you
perks
can.
the mood up,
Yeah.
right? Everyone's like, well, I'm a little bit happier now on a full stomach of decent food.
Yeah. So that would bring you down to 3. I'll say I'll take 1 from that to help Elias out with his reputation if you want.
Sure, I'll help him out. He's my boy.
So
Thanks.
Spruce reluctantly eats some sushi, and as he does, he begins to weep. My great-grandfather loved sushi.
I wasn't sure if Griffin Island was kind of a sushi place.
I mean, it's an island.
He wasn't from Griffin Island originally.
Mm.
The island he was from, they ate so much sushi, their butts exploded.
Oh, okay.
This is Japan.
I was waiting for he was a Ryukyu. Nope. Butts exploded.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's the.
Don't know.
That's our podcast.
That's everybody. The eyebrow humor you get from us.
Oh yeah.
Can you imagine?
Oh, that's funny. That was next time on Escape the Dungeon.
Anyway,
Let's
maybe your friend
reform.
isn't so bad if you can make sushi this good.
Yep. Well, he helped me perfect the recipe.
Spruce finds Elias and he's like, all right, fine. I was wrong about you.
Yeah, you were.
Will you be my arch rival?
No.
Ooh.
That's right. Come on. Spruce.
What is this shit? This
Spruce.
sucks. Will you be my arch
Me and you, we're not
nemesis?
fit for that. You're a hammer guy. I'm a magic guy. It would never work with us.
It's just, you don't find many opportunities for arch rivals. And I thought we had a good thing going on with you and the lightning and me being like, hey, this is my community.
We have a fun thing, antagonistic for sure, but Archrivals is a bit of a stretch for us.
Are you
I'm
rivaling
looking for
someone
someone with
besides
a little
me?
bit more je ne sais quoi to themselves.
You should suggest fucking Dom's
No.
character. It's more your
You're a
speed.
rival. Find someone
I'm
with
sure
a
you'll
hammer.
make some villain very happy in the future.
I saw Febreze had a really cool fancy hammer now. Maybe you and him could find something. A common ground.
No, it's I like him too much.
He is very likable.
All right, I'll find someone else, but I won't forget this, Elias. I won't forget this. And he walks backwards into the crowd, disappearing. I won't. Yeah.
He's just
Did
in a
you just-
sinking boat.
Yeah.
Did you just make a second
Still on
arch
the
nemesis?
same boat.
No, Ken. I have one arch nemesis, and it's Gertie.
All right,
Okay.
well, fine. Nemesis. Did you make
Yeah.
a second
Goku.
nemesis on the boat?
Yeah, look, it's been a really weird trip so far.
Aren't you supposed to be the charismatic one?
I
Yeah, you're not
was.
really good at
I
making
was
friends.
supposed to be the charismatic one. Look, every good party needs a couple enemies.
Yeah, but already?
Look, this
You
guy's
know
not
what?
going to stick around. Okay.
Nah.
All right, fair enough.
Can I be honest? Honestly, I think it's better than being his friend. His being his friend's really intense, and I don't know what's up with that.
He seems like a lot.
Elias, you do have
It's a
one
nice
more
hammer, though.
period in this camping sequence. How are you spending that time?
I think continuing to work on this sword. What I would like to do is gain 1 experience in my Witch Apprentice
Sure,
to
you're
then create
reflecting
a new
on.
tag of Thunder Sword V2, a weakened Thunder Sword.
Okay. Yeah, totally. Yeah, I think it is still, it's still weakened. It's still in a, mostly broken state. I think you may be
So
like jerry rig or repair.
yeah, so what my thought
It's like magnetic.
I totally failed on that other thing, which was more understanding the magic a bit better,
Yeah.
which was working towards getting another milestone. Probably not necessarily getting it, but so I'm thinking this is literally like I'm getting thunder magic into a new sword, and kind of trying to recreate it.
Gotcha.
So I have
Oh.
now like a probably a weaker version of what I had before.
I think that
Um,
works. Yeah, totally.
and
Um,
create like a thunder short sword.
Totally. Yeah, you have this now, short sword that is, sparking slightly with electricity.
You need to
Um,
borrow another sword? Well, that's a good thing I got like 50 of them.
No, I have some in my bag of things.
Very good. So everyone now has had their 2 periods of time. The last part of camping is fellowship quality time. You've been off on your own doing your individual things, but how are you spending time together?
Well, we just saw God, so I'm going to try and calm everyone's nerves by passing out some of the good stuff.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we definitely you know what? It's
Yeah.
obvious. We sit on the turtle together one night and drink and stuff.
And I think it's maybe snowing ever so slightly. It's cold, but it's not like a deep freeze. You just
This
have
was
to
nothing.
yeah, SEMO is fine. And you're sitting on the turtle on Hermes, uh just taking it all in. And I think in the midst of all of
Randall's drinking
this,
my beer.
I was gonna say maybe we break the no fire rule and make a little tiny batch of stew.
yeah, totally. On the back of the turtle shell, you got a small cauldron going. Um And I think in the midst of like all this tragedy that you have seen, the horrors of seeing an island destroyed by a god, as you guys have said, I think maybe for like the first real time in this journey, you start hearing like laughter from some of the boats and rafts nearby. You start hearing, maybe old folk songs being sung, and the sense of community and fellowship. I mean, that's a word I've said a lot, but like there's a reason that is so integral to this game, to this setting. It's real, and you start to feel welcome, and maybe, just maybe, like there's hope. And I think while this is happening, Theo, the old grumpy husband of the blind lady Vavandra. And he's looking through a spyglass, and you just hear him like muttering to himself, "I don't know, God damn it, anywhere but there."
What?
Using a spyglass as lookout, it limits your field of vision. You're better off just looking unassisted, in my experience. But don't believe me, I'm shipwrecked.
I don't need this thing. You're right. And he tosses the spyglass.
No, we need that
out
still.
to the
What are you
water.
doing? Oh, now I gotta go swim and find it.
Hopefully it doesn't get waterlogged.
Do you four know where we're going? It's the most damnable, detestable island in all of Skila.
Little St. James?
Worse.
Worse than Little
Oh.
St. James? How? How could it be worse?
Leprechaun Island.
I'm sorry.
What did you say?
What was it?
I said Leprechaun Island, boy. Open your
Oh
stone
my
ears.
god! Fuck!
Mm.
I thought we were going to
Leprechaun
Dragon
Island, eh? I
This
hear they
place
got
sucks.
some really good, tasty 4-leaf clovers.
Really?
Not worth it.
That's
This
what you
place
got?
fucking sucks, guys.
I don't know.
Do you eat them? I don't know. Like
Like
now
you
I'm asking
stew
you.
them. You can make a really good tea.
Well, I don't know if there's like a
That sounds
weird
nice.
thing that like Zach knows about.
No.
Okay.
We're gonna taste the rainbows, guys.
I don't know. Well, I mean, I can't taste things, so
Yeah.
Consider
That's a
yourself
bummer.
lucky.
Don't say that too loud,
What?
Fabrice. We run a tavern. I know you're not the cook, but people will talk. You can't
Oh.
let that spread.
There's nothing worth tasting or seeing or doing on Leprechaun Island. It's a horrid place. The leprechaun himself is a mischievous bastard. But even worse are the people who live there.
Are they gonna
It's
steal
starting to
our
sound
Lucky
kind of
Charms?
discriminatory.
And that
yeah,
crazy.
that
It's
was-
not discriminatory. Listen, you can't trust anything anybody says on Leprechaun Island. They're all out for themselves. They're not gonna help us. We're doomed and we're damned, and the jolly green
on Leprechaun
little
Island.
Kind of
fuck.
sounds like they're going back to the racism thing.
No,
Yeah,
it's
sounds
not
like you need to get
racism.
woke, bro.
It's an island full of ne'er-do-wells that have ne'er done well. Be warned! Be warned! And he backs away, disappearing into the crowd. And so you guys eventually see this island approaching, and the ships of the Griffin Island refugees start to pull into a harbor to dock. The rainbow that you have been following starts to like dissolve and like sprinkle you all with shiny little motes of dust. It's all very nice and very pretty. And as people start evacuating, you see that there's like this slender man standing at the dock waiting for you all. And he says, "Greetings, travelers. Welcome to Leprechaun Island. I am the harbor master. Who will be taking care of the payment for your arrival? The leprechaun demands a tithe from all who come on the next episode of Escape the Dungeon." Thank you for listening to Escape the Dungeon. Escape the Dungeon is created by Dom Brass, Nate Brass, Zach Brass, and Mike Cripps, with editing and original music by Tyler Nick. If you enjoyed this show, please consider subscribing and leaving a 5-star review on your favorite podcast app. To find us on social media, go to Escape the Dungeon Pod